both on this news articles. तो से भी गोटे दुटा पद लिखले कौन कि लोक भी टिके आवर हेबे जे माने हमर भी टिके केयरफुल रहबा दरकार बिकॉज़ दैट इज एसेंशियल फॉर आवर सेफ्टी फ्रॉम द क्रोकोडाइल्स आ लोकन को पे टिके मेसेज रहबा दरकार तापरे आउ गोटे जनरल कोइ हाथी पाखु आसीबे हम प्राय हाथी इंक्लूडिंग अदर एनिमल्स लेखना एटा जंगल रे खाद्य पानी अभाव को हाथी माने सहर मुआ होछन किंतु सेठी हम जानिया दरकार जे हाथी इज ए लॉन्ग रेंजिंग एनिमल सेटा जंगल भीतर ता बांधी रखले रहबो नै आ हमर लाइक माने हमर जो हमर जिंदी वेस्टर्न घाट्स पड़े हम माने लार्ज चंक ऑफ फॉरेस्ट हम स्टेट रे नाही तेणु हाथी माने गोटे फॉरेस्ट रो आगोट फॉरेस्ट को निजे से माने जीवे तांकर डेली सेटा प्रैक्टिस जीवो तांको बांधी कर ता भीतर आपण जेते माने फूड रो अवेलेबिलिटी करंतु कि वाटर सोर्स जा करंतु भी से माने माइग्रेट करबाटा ही करिवे तेणु आमको तांकर माइग्रेशन पार्ट टाक सिक्योर करबा माने सिक्योर ता सहित हम लोककर लाइफ सिक्योर करबा सेटा पई हमें करिया जो मीडिया टा होची हमर पब्लिक परसेप्शन को इन्फ्लुएंस करिया पई वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट मीडियम तेणु आमर भी रिपोर्टिंग कला बेलू आमर गोटे रोचे कि फैक्ट चेक करवा आ शिवबाबू जो राइटली कहले जे तांकर भी ओरिएंटेशन दरकार से फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट बहुत रोल रोचे आमर जो लोकल जो माने मीडिया लोकल अच्छा पर्टिकुलर वाइल्ड लाइफ रिपोर्टिंग कर सांगे भी आमर इंटरेक्शन तांको भी गोटे ओरिएंटेशन माने फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट तरफ हेबा दरकार
I think if we talk about media in context of conservation, especially what the context of this discussion is, I don't think there's a very, I don't think you can either categorize it into positive or negative journalism. There's a very thin line and it's not black or white, there are a lot of greys here because like Siva Bhai said, if someone is reporting that X number of elephants or X number of humans have died during this period, that may not be negative journalism, right? That may be just presenting facts, but how you elaborate on it, whether the particular article is covering the causes behind it, whether they are actually presenting the true reason why that figure is what it is, then I think that's what we are talking about, informed journalism or uninformed journalism. Also, in today's context, the social media is very powerful. Like social media will pick something up. Like we see many of these WhatsApp videos being circulated of people throwing tar balls on elephants or teasing elephants. I'll give you a very recent example during COVID time. I think a lot of our forest department friends may have also seen that video where Kerala ka video hai ye, where there was this pregnant elephant which was passing through one of the forest areas in Kerala. The narrative in the media was that people fed that pregnant elephant a pineapple filled with bomb. Right? That's how it went viral. Kisi ek ne bola hoga, then it had a ripple effect, and that's how media also picked up without understanding kya hua, what's the background behind it. But that was an accidental encounter. Right? It was not set up for an elephant. Nobody would go and dare and pick up a pineapple filled with bomb and feed it to an elephant. But that's how it was presented. So, I think how we control the social media narrative is another discussion. That's another, I think, quite a challenging bit also in today's context. But definitely, people who can, write about it, perhaps, for example, we need to understand that human-elephant conflict, or any conflict with wildlife for that matter, is not necessarily a cause. It is a vicious cycle, but it's an effect. It's a result of something bigger happening, something larger happening. Like the corridors are getting blocked, the elephant's basic right of passage is getting blocked because of multiple factors. So if those facts can be presented well, and of course there are information access, it's just that that link has to be established. It's not like there is lack of information, but that link has to be catalyzed, and that's a collective responsibility of media house, forest department, as well as civil society, organizations like us, conservation organizations who do a lot of research on these things, to present that information in a form which is easily understandable by media houses as well, to take on and add into it. So yeah, I mean, for example, when we present a conflict scenario also, we may give a number, X elephants have died, but maybe the reason is because of some certain human behavior that particular incidents are happening, right? Maybe because there was chasing of elephants happening, or most of the people have gotten killed in intoxicated state. So those kinds of facts will be very useful, because many times this may come across as a wildlife issue. People may think, oh, why do we need to do so much about elephants? But it's not just a wildlife issue, it's a people's issue as well. Like we spoke in the beginning, on a national scale also, close to 450 to 500 humans on an average are killed every year because of man-elephant conflict, and those humans are getting killed, and as compared to that, 100 elephants are dying every year. So it's very much a people's issue, and it's not, I feel, not responsibility of one department, but it's a collective responsibility of the linear infrastructure agencies also who have a stake in these habitats which are outside protected area, media, advocates. So it's a collective responsibility. So as conservationists, it's always our attempt to bring together these groups of people and not just say, okay, we'll only discuss with forest department and they are the only ones who are responsible. So I think the media narrative also, it can be presented that way, that it's not just the sole responsibility of one or two parties, but it's a collective responsibility. I think that is what our expectation is.
Okay, now from where we actually started on that. Okay, so let me just take it to the consultation karikiri gote training program plan out ho. Now so the same article re jodi mu tale se article out ke reframe karuchi. Not do it ek to I do raheba darkar, because intent kahar mand nuh, but sometimes outcome देखिए आपको लागू तारा ऑब्जेक्टिव टा करी हो नहीं, एंड ए जगह मीडिया रो से जो हमर इंट्रोवर्टनेस को कवर करी बारे बा से गैप फिलिंग रे मीडिया रो रोल पे बेसी इंपोर्टेंट हे होची